You have never once looked rich. That is the only reason you still have money. The coffee machine in the break room is broken again. You wait behind Ryan, who's on the phone with someone named Chase, laughing too loud. His new watch catches the light every time he lifts his cup. You do not comment on it. You never do. Your car is 9 years old. The paint on the hood has started to go dull near the edge. Ryan glanced at it once in the parking lot and said nothing, which said everything. Here is the question nobody wants to answer out loud. If the man with the watch is drowning and the man with the dull hood is not, why does everyone still bet on the watch? You do not know it yet, but the answer is already sitting in your bank account, quiet and untouched. Ryan got promoted 8 months ago. The email went to the whole department. Nobody sent an email about what you did that month. Nobody ever does. Success without a scoreboard still counts. It just doesn't feel like it. At the tier where Ryan lives, visibility is the entire product. Watch, car, restaurant tags. The insight nobody explains: visible spending is finance spending almost every time, because Cashbot quietly leaves no photo behind. Ryan invited the team to a restaurant where the tasting menu costs more than your car payment. You said you already ate. You went home and transferred $400 into an account nobody at that dinner knows exists. That's the whole difference. Nobody claps for a transfer. If you're the one everyone quietly worries about, say so below. You are not the only one. Ryan's wife posted a photo from a resort in Turks and Caicos. 40 people liked it before lunch. You already knew what the caption wasn't going to mention. A lifestyle photographed publicly, this often is almost always a lifestyle financed publicly too, through cards that reset every month like a debt with amnesia. The same salary can build two completely different lives depending on one variable nobody puts on a resume: what a person does in the months after the raise arrives. Ryan took his raise and leased an upgrade. You took yours and didn't change a single visible thing about your life. Nothing about you looks like it changed. Everything about you did. Frank from accounting stopped you by the elevator. Nobody at the company knows what his house is worth. He said one thing and walked away before you could answer. The people who need you to notice their money have already spent it. That's the refrain that keeps returning here, so hold on to it. Nobody claps for a transfer. A financial tipping point almost nobody warns you about. Once minimum payments outpace principal by a certain margin, the math stops being personal and starts being permanent. Ryan crossed that line months ago and does not check the app that would tell him. You check yours every Sunday night, alone, with the lights off. Then the message came. Ryan needed $4,500 by Friday, quietly, just between the two of you. He said it like a joke. His eyes did not. This was supposed to be your lowest moment. Watching the man with everything ask the man with nothing for help should have felt like collapse. Nobody claps for a transfer. It didn't feel like collapse. It felt like a number confirming itself. You do not know it yet, but this is the exact moment you already won, months before Ryan finds out. The truth came out sideways, the way it always does. Ryan's watch went back to the store quietly for cash, not repair. The lease on the car was 2 payments behind. The trip to Turks and Caicos was still being paid for from a different account than the one that photographed it. The antagonist's whole architecture was visible for the first time, and it had no floor underneath it. You had a floor. You built it slowly in a currency nobody could see, one transfer at a time, while everyone assumed the dull hood meant something it never meant. Verdict: the version of you that looked like nothing was happening was the only version that was ever safe. Ryan asked you again at the printer, smaller this time, no joke in his voice. You said you'd help him make a plan. Not a transfer. A plan. His face changed when he understood the difference. The coffee machine in the break room is still broken. You wait behind nobody now. Ryan takes the stairs to avoid the parking lot where his car used to be. You still drive the same car, 9 years old, paint dulling near the hood. You have never once looked rich. That is the only reason you still have money.